So it looks as though we've got a few dropouts for the England squad for the upcoming international friendlies. Mark Gahey of Crystal Palace alongside Nick Pope and Anthony Gordon, both from Newcastle United, are set to miss these upcoming games with injuries. Gahey suffered a foot injury in Crystal Palace's midweek Conference League win that left him unable to walk, and obviously hasn't competed since then. Newcastle winger Gordon, meanwhile, missed Sunday's defeat against Brentford with a hip issue, while Pope also picked up a concussion in the 3-1 loss. Eddie Howe, the manager of Newcastle, said the following on Pope's situation, quote, "Nick Pope suffered a concussion and that's why we took him off. As soon as we were made aware of that, he was withdrawn. He won't go with England. Anthony has a minor injury, so he'll miss England." End quote. And it's fair enough, really. At the end of the day, England have already qualified for the World Cup. We will win our group. These games, even though they are competitive games, they matter to the opposition. For us, basically, it's just an opportunity for Thomas Tuchel to try and experiment with his side. But who is going to come in place of them? Well, it's been reported that Trevor Chalobah from Chelsea is going to replace Mark Gahey. That announcement is expected in the coming days. But any announcement's going to have to come soon. England play against Serbia on Thursday night and then against Albania on Sunday evening. Now, Tuchel doesn't have to call up any players to his squad. There's no obligation to do so, but he might as well do so at the end of the day. Chalobah's a fair replacement at the end of the day. He's been pretty decent and consistent for Chelsea, and is definitely a prospect for the future. But what about Pope? What about Gordon? Who's going to replace them? Well, if you look at the list of recent call-ups, if they are going to call up a goalkeeper to replace Nick Pope, it's probably going to be James Trafford from Manchester City. He's yet to make his debut for the England national team, but at the end of the day, he's not really been playing too much for Man City either. He's basically playing second fiddle now to Gianluigi Donnarumma. Aaron Ramsdale is a possibility, but again, he's not really playing much either, given the fact that Nick Pope is the number one for the Magpies. So if I had to say, I'd probably say Trafford looking at those two. But what about Gordon? Well, given the fact that he's usually a left-sided winger, I think the obvious replacement is probably going to be Jack Grealish of Everton, who is having a real renaissance at the who is enjoying a real renaissance right now at the Merseyside club, but we'll see how that evolves. But yeah, guys, there we go. Chalobah, according to the rumours, is going to replace Gahey. I reckon Trafford will probably replace Pope, and it's probably going to be Grealish that replaces Gordon. But who would you pick if you were Thomas Tuchel for these three replacements? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below as always, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today, and we'll see you very soon.